Hey guys, it's Pete from Keep It Sharp. I'm gonna have to do this freehand today because I didn't like how it looked on the tripod. So, and I can't find my remote mic, so it's always something. Anyhow, what the good news is today is I just finished my 5th set of blades, and this one was 50 blades. And I only had one that needed attention. I'm having outstanding results using the Treyco 2000 comb holder and the thickness gauges. It has changed everything. When I did wide blades, I had a set of 8 or 10, 100% pass rate. No more issues. I did 30s, 10s, 7, at least those. I'm sorry. And I got another set right here that's getting ready to go. But I feel that I have solved the problems with sharpening with the Treyco 3000. I did call Michelle today on the phone, told her about this. She said, great, I made her weekend. I would have liked to have heard her say, yeah, we knew this, and we're glad you found out yourself or something. I don't know, but I can't believe they don't know this. And maybe what it is I don't know if they sharpen blades there. They just make the machine. So that might be it, and that's why they're clueless as to what the performance of the machine is. I still love it. I still think it's very important. I like the fact that we don't touch it. Okay, there's so much room for mistake while touching blades. I know there's some real pros out there with the Edge Pro machines, the Nebraska Blades machines, the red ones. And I mean, if you feel you're a pro, feel free to do that. They are cheaper too. And I don't know if anyone's going to get bold enough to call them and say, hey, if this is the fix, why don't you take back the 3000 comb holder and give us the other one for free? But what I did was buy it. Now, they say that when these are gone, they're not going to make any more. But then when I said, okay, can I take mine to a machine shop and have it duplicated? She said, oh, no, we got a bunch in stock. So I don't want to cause a rush, but it's probably first come, first serve. What you end up getting is, you know what? I should have blown this off. We're just going to roll back here and get the air hose. And I'm going to show you. It's different than the 3000 holder. And I didn't ask them to give me the theory behind it, but I think I know what it is. But see, so we're going to have to do it this way, guys. So there it is. I'm facing the opposite way. Here's the machine down here, but here it is. See, it says comb holder, looks different. It's got these automatic magnetic holders. Obviously, this is magnet here. These are magnet too, but you're putting your blade on this side, okay? Just like you do a normal one. Hang on, I can do an example here. Yep. Of course I got one right there handy. Okay, this one's looking crappy, but so you would put this on. Now here's the thing, the 2 holes in the blade go into these 2 little pins that stick out. Let's do the put it on first thing, okay? Then it has a little movement, but that's it. So I'll pull it off. So let's I don't know which way's better to show you guys. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. These pins here and here. Oh, let's push these in. Yeah, these are just like floating magnets. But these pins, and what I feel the theory is, you have to use a thickness gauge with these, okay? And each blade, well, we'll get to that in a minute, has a size, and there's a paper for that. I think I mentioned it before. But so when you put this down flat on the machine, am I getting it? What I feel is, I'm gonna find the best way to show this, but these little, oh, look at one of these fell out. that's because I left it. Okay, is those back ones hold the holder where it needs to be so it's level. Then you unscrew these two side pieces. I don't know if you heard that, but that makes these things pop out. But hold on, I'll do one with, let's say we're doing a 7 blade. It's an 093 thickness gauge. Here's your thickness gauge. 093 is not real thick. I'm gonna snug these up. So what I would do is, while this is up in the air, I put on my thickness gauge right on those magnets. Okay, that's the magnet, and it's got two little, it's sloped, whatever you want to call it, for the blade. So then you put it down, and then you unscrew these, and then see that sits down. So it's on those back pins and on the thickness gauge. Then you tighten these up. I know this seems like a lot of extra work, guys, but if it's giving you perfect blades for your customers, trust me, it's well worth it. I can go back in. I've been very embarrassed about these things not sharpening like they should, and I feel like I'm giving my customers garbage, and I don't know about you, but I don't want to feel that way. And I've had a lot of callbacks, especially on the wide blades. So, boom, so there it is. Then you take obviously take this off, and then it's set for any blade. I don't know why those little magnets never fall out. They're just doing it now in the video. So now you're good for any blade that has 093. So what I'm doing here, sorry, I'm spinning around, is what I'm doing here is I'm getting my blades. See, I don't know how I would have done this on the tripod, but you know, you put your blades in. So everything with an 09, so then I say, oh, I put all the 10s. They're all 093. Yep, they are as well. All the 10s, 093. If it's something different, like, okay, I go down to oh, let's just say a 40. No, 40's an 093. What am I looking at? Okay, up here. A 5F. A 5F. So that is a 156. I'd put the 156 here, and then I'd stack the blades down in. And once you get used to doing this, it just flows really well. It's already improved how quickly I do blades. Even though I know you're thinking, oh, it's all this extra shit. No, boom, it's real quick. Throw that on, boom, undo those two things, let it drop or raise, whatever it is. Tighten it, boom, I go. But here's where the magic happens. It's when you put them back together on your bench. Here's my little setup. Go, you know, the assembly hasn't changed. Set your spring, but guess what? I'm getting, like I said, it's probably 99.9, but I'm getting 100%. Like last night, 50 blades, it was one. It was catching, wasn't quite, like it wasn't sharp. I just threw it back on the machine, boom. Did another quick sharpening, brought it over, put it back together. You know, obviously rinsed it, all that. Worked perfect. Every other blade was perfect. So my testing is sped up by 10 times. I'm not struggling or anything. So that's what I'm most happy with. So we're going to go over this here. Here's the sheet. Now, you can call Treyco. She will email you the sheet. Maybe you can pause this and look at it. This is most of the blades we use. Okay, but there's two sheets actually, see? And this gets into those barber blades. Let me see if I can hold that a little better. This gets into some of those barber blades and stuff, but see, there's sizes for all that. So, like I said, unbelievably good results now. I feel this is the fix. And I'm disappointed that they didn't catch this or know it. And now here's what I found with you guys that are having the large blade problems. And I don't know why it manifests in the large blades more, But I know for sure, I did my first set of large blades, which was a person I sharpened for previously. So I'd already screwed up their blades, okay? Somehow they half-assed cut. Well, they stopped. But when I put them on the machine, what I saw, oh man, do I have a large blade? Yeah. All right, I got a large 7 here, but what I saw was, here's where I'm going to have to set this down. But what is happening is they're nose diving. That 3000 comb holder is giving it a forward. So then when I sharpened it, the first time I sharpened it, I saw something low, the grind marks low. And after 2, 3, 4 sharpenings, it came up to the tips. Was fantastic, cut perfect after that. So I think I solved what was going on there. And see, once again, this goes down to what I thought was the thickness gauges. How could you have one size fits all for this? And I proved it. So like I say, I've done 50, 100 blades, easily 100 blades with the new holder, and had, like I said, I want to say 100%. It's probably 99.9 because like with this 50 blades, I had one. And out of the next, before that, I had three orders, you know, maybe 10, 20, 10, 20. And on one of those orders, I had one blade. And it's probably one I sharpened before and it was messed up. So go back, but one sharpening fixed it. So that I am so happy that I think we've solved this problem. I want to get this out to everyone. I want to say to you, it's $100 for the comb holder, and it's $35 for the thickness gauges. Here they are. I got them in here. Here, I'll pull them out. Stand by. There we go. Here's the other problem with the iPhone, using the iPhone. I had Clippy Cam, and I could switch the camera and all this, but what's happening is my audio doesn't follow the video. I did a large set of blades for you guys to see, and by the end of the video, my audio was 5 minutes ahead of the video. So I don't know what's going on there. So here we go. Here's the gauges. There you go. Ooh, and if you see, the 093, 156, and 219 are pretty much the ones you're going to be using. And, well, let's look. The 219, yeah, see? That gets real thick. 156, kind of middle of the road, and 093. So it's thinner for thinner blades, and as the blades get thicker, it gets thicker. But I think what's doing is it's making sure you're holding level on the bottom, obviously down where the comb is being sharpened. Before, think about it, that big, here we go, got it right here. There's your Treyco 3000. A little simpler, but look at that big magnet. So see, when you were doing certain blades, that was pushing the head down. I'm sure of it now. And so, yeah, big disappointment. Maybe I can get that one modified so I have an extra or something. But I think we've solved the problem with large blades and all these little issues. If you were like me, there was always 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 in a set that didn't. And you're playing with them. You're having to do them by hand. Right now, the way this is, I don't have to do anything by hand except a 3 blade. Any 3s, if you notice. Hope you can see that. But there's no 3. It stops at 4, okay? So you got to do the 3s by hand. But think about it now, yeah. And everything's freaking doing great. I did a little quick short that the lard oil is, I'm up to, here we go, 309 blades on this disc. And it looks perfectly fine. I think it's probably 50% worn. But if I can get 600 blades out of a disc before I have to have it resurfaced, hey guys, that's $200 in your pocket. So we're getting to the bottom of things on here. I'm so hoping I'm helping folks. And please ask questions. If you can't figure out how to call Treyco and get them to email you the list, then direct message me and ask for it. I've got to have it saved. And I'll do my best to and give me your email, and I'll send it to you if need be. But But when you order the thing from Michelle at Treyco, say, I want the holder, make sure you say the thickness gauge. I didn't say I need the thickness gauges as well, so she didn't send them the first time. But then also say, hey, can I get the 2 sheets for the thickness gauges to put on? Put them in plastic like I just did. When I go mobile with my bus, it's going to be on the wall. I'll have it to refer to. And I'm telling you, we're all going to start sharpening blades like mad and super, super accurate. That's the bottom line. Hope this is good. We're at 15 minutes. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.